Baghdad, Martinique, Singapore. At all the places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment. Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to wind up with my solving a murder by getting hit on the head with a rock. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
Steve, I want you to pin down a man who's been playing hide and seek with us for the last 2 weeks. His name is Tassin, Vincent Tassin.
What makes us want to play games with him?
I'm sure you remember the Algiers bombing a month ago.
Defense conference over there. Our delegate was William Sedgwick. His car was booby-trapped. He gets in to drive to the conference, steps on the starter, and gets blown up.
Right. His death brought that conference to a standstill, slowed down the entire timetable of Mediterranean defense preparations. We're still trying to catch up.
So what's all this got to do with a gent named Vincent Tassin who's playing hide and seek?
He contacted us from Tangier 2 weeks ago, Steve, and claimed he could name the man responsible for Sedgwick's death.
What?
Tassin wants to make a deal with us.
What kind of deal?
I don't know. Probably money. He said he'd discuss his terms with one of our representatives. Well, we sent a man to Tangier, but he couldn't find Tassin. 2 days later, Tassin contacted us from Madrid and set up another meeting. Same thing happened.
You skipped town again?
Right. Next, he popped up in Barcelona, then Marseille.
Looks like Sedgwick's killer is hot on his trail.
That's my guess, too. And that's why we've got to act fast. Bob Martin's in Marseille right now, running down any and all leads. So get over there, Steve, work with Martin, and find Tassin before Sedgwick's killer does. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
I've got my assignment. Get over to Marseille on the trail of a gent named Tassin, who has a tip on a political murder we've been trying to crack for a month. Find Tassin before the killer does. It's early morning when I arrive in Marseille. Martin's at the airport to meet me, and I suddenly get the idea that something's happened. It has.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. I talked to Tassin on the phone no more than half an hour ago. He's up in the French Alps.
French Alps? Brother, he's really on the run.
Yeah, staying at an inn just outside a little village called Violon.
I better get on my horse.
Well, not exactly a hearse, Steve. I've arranged a transportation by private plane.
Huh?
Come on. Oh, there she is over there.
That thing?
Yep. War surplus job.
Yeah, but which war?
Only plane of its size available, Steve.
What size got to do with... wait a minute, I get it. No landing field?
No landing field.
Cow pasture, maybe?
A cow pasture.
And not a very big one.
Not very big. But cheer up, Steve. The cows are small.
On this note of joy, I climb into the front cockpit. A few minutes later, the pilot guns a crate down the runway, and we rattle off into the wild blue yonder. It's a bumpy trip, but the scenery, as they say in the travelogues, is one of majestic splendor. I make a note to renew my subscription to all my travel magazines. It's late afternoon when we set down on a postage stamp pasture near the village in the French Alps. I head straight to the inn. It's owned by a man named Caesar, a big, happy gent with a voice to match. I find him behind the bar polishing glasses.
Ah, bonjour, monsieur. It's all of the sea there.
Of here, I expected yodeling.
Yeah, I am not one to disappoint.
Later. Right now, I'm looking for one of your guests, Vincent Tassin.
Oh, up there, moving along the side of the mountain. Perhaps a third of the way up.
From here, they look like ants.
A party of mountain climbers, monsieur. Among them is your Monsieur Tassin. They left 3 hours ago.
You must be on the run again.
One does not run up that mountain.
Yeah. Isn't it sort of late in the afternoon to start up?
They plan to reach the ski lodge somewhere before nightfall and continue the climb in the morning.
Where is this lodge?
Round the side of the mountain overlooking Lake Lucette.
What's that? Yeah, that's near the Swiss border.
Oui.
Yeah, probably where Tassin's heading, all right. Hey, wait a minute. These other members of the hiking party, who are they?
Former guests at the inn, Monsieur Jenner, Monsieur Kishevsky, and Monsieur Armendariz.
Did Tassin know any of them?
He did not seem to. He came downstairs to shake out, and the others apparently persuaded him to accompany them on the climb.
Great. If I will get you 10, one of them was hired to persuade him.
Monsieur?
Huh? I'll skip it.
If you wish to go to the lodge, I can make arrangements. The festival is in progress there. Music, dancing.
When can I leave?
Oh, not until morning. There is no guide available.
I've got to get up there tonight before Tassin does.
Impossible, monsieur. And, but no.
Unless what?
La pipe.
La what?
Pipe. A pipe, monsieur. It is the kind one smokes. It is the name of a short cut up to the lodge, most dangerous.
A shortcut?
To attempt it alone would be
That's
almost...
for me, Caesar.
That's the spirit, old chap.
Huh?
Ah, Monsieur Hargrave. You hear this one?
Yes, I heard.
Monsieur Hargrave, this is...
Mitchell.
How do you do? So, La Peep holds no terror for you, eh? Good. But Caesar's right, you know. Suicide tried alone. I should know I have the lumps to prove it.
You familiar with this area, Hargrave?
Rather, yes. I manage to gather a few pounds each year, spend a week or two in the Alps. Then it's back to London, the dreary life of a clerk. Hemsley, Hawkins, Twinkler, and Havisham solicitors. Un deux bonnet, Caesar.
Yeah.
Join me on that?
It's on me.
Tell the truth, I was rather hoping you'd say that. 2 Dubonnet, Caesar. And one for yourself. You mind, old chap?
Hargraves, how'd you like to scrape together a few more pounds?
I should like that very much. The festival, you know. Frightfully good show.
Well, what's stopping us?
Eh?
I've got to reach that lodge tonight. Do you show me the way, or do I try it alone?
Exactly how many pounds did you have in mind?
What's a guide usually get?
I'm not a guide, old boy.
Double the amount.
Double, eh? Your health, Mesavie.
Oh, something.
Well, Hargraves?
Double the amount, eh? Right, old boy. Let's get cracking. Getting tired, Mitchell?
Are you kidding? Look, we've been pushing up this mountain for over 2 hours. I thought you said this was a shortcut.
It is.
I'd hate to take the long route.
Not bad, really. Frightfully dull, though.
Nothing dull about this one.
It's a long way down. 2,000 feet at least.
Don't remind me of it.
Want to stop for a while?
No, let's keep going.
Good. Be dark before long.
Hey, Hargraves.
Yes?
I've been wondering. Why do they call this shortcut whatever it is they call it?
Oh, Pete, the pipe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody else named it, then forgot to explain why. French, you know. Frightfully careless about those things.
I seem to remember a place in England called something or other on the Thames.
Oh?
Wasn't anywhere near the Thames.
Touché, old boy. However, there are some towns...
Look out! Hargraves slips, and the sudden tug on the rope that links us jerks me off my feet. I pitch forward, reach for something to grab hold of, nothing. And the next thing I know, I'm over the ledge, dangling at the end of the rope, 2,000 feet above the floor of the valley. As I swing into the side of the cliff, I latch on.
Mitchell! Mitchell!
Relax, Hargraves, I'm all right.
Where are you?
Under the ledge. Just keep a good hold on that rope in case I slip.
Right now. Can you make it back up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Careful!
Okay.
Oh, good boy. Here. Give me a hand.
I'll manage. Just hold on to that rope, Hargraves.
Right.
There we are.
Oh, phew, I say, old man, that was a bit of a shocker, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Now, what were you saying? It was after 7 that night when we finally arrive at the ski lodge and find the festival in full swing. I inquire about Tassin and party, learn they haven't arrived yet. That doesn't sound good. Look around for Hargraves. He's gone. I finally find him dancing with a tall, slender blonde. I drag him outside.
Oh, I say, old man, be reasonable. I brought you here. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, but the man I'm looking for hasn't arrived. Let's have a look.
Now?
Now.
Not the festival.
Never mind the festival.
That stunning creature I was dancing with, the one with the yellow hair. I say, old boy, do you think it's real?
Come on. We start down the trail away from the lodge. It's night now, but a full moon is out, and it makes the going a lot easier. A half hour later, there's still no sign of Tassin and his party. Then we finally pull up at a lonely shepherd's hut. There's smoke coming out of the chimney.
Hello there.
Hello. I'm looking for a Vincent Tassin. Is he with you?
Tassin? Oh, yes, come on in.
My name's Mitchell. This is Hargraves. I was expecting Tassin at the lodge.
Oh, we had a little accident along the way. Kushevsky here twisted his ankle.
Huh?
Oh, it's not bad, but it slowed us down.
So we found this hut and decided to put up for the night. I'm Jenner, this is Kushevsky, and Amadeus.
Where's Tassin?
Went out a little while ago.
Looking for wood.
He has been gone too long. Jenna, I told you something might have happened to him.
Ah, what could happen to him?
Relax, Amadeus. Kushevsky's right. What could happen to him?
Which way did he go, Jenny?
Back, down the path.
Thanks. Come on, Hargraves. We go outside. It started snowing again. My hunch is right. Tassin is headed for the Swiss border. Hargraves and I split up. He takes one side of the peak and I take the other. There's no sign of Tassin. The snow stops, but it's pretty dark to see very far. Then after 5 minutes or so...
Mitchell! Mitchell!
It's Hargraves around on the other side. I work my way around to him as fast as I can.
Over here, Mitchell!
You find Tassin?
I don't know.
Huh? What do you mean?
Look. Down there.
Where? I don't see
There's
any...
just enough light left to pick up that red jacket. There. At the foot of the cliff.
Somebody sprawled in the snow. Looks like I'm just a little too late.
And now, back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
We're almost down to the spot, Mitchell.
Yeah. Getting darker by the moment.
Wait. Over there.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh, here we are. Very dead.
Oh, see if he's got any papers here in his pockets, too. Oh, yeah.
I light my lighter.
Thanks. Vincent Tesson, all right. Hey, wait a minute. Hold your lighter down near his head. Huh?
Lighter, huh?
That's it.
What is it?
Well, Tesson apparently fell face down, but look, the back of his head.
Oh, yeah. As if he'd been struck there with something hard.
Maybe somebody dropped a rock on him, and that's what knocked him over the edge. Come on, let's climb back up and take a look, huh?
Very well, I'll lead the way.
Now, let's see. We're just about directly over the spot on the trail that he fell from.
Yes, I should think so.
Wait a minute. Look over there. Patch of bare dirt about a foot across.
I say, that's where the killer must have taken the rock from.
And dropped it down on Tassin.
Well, what now, boy?
Well, I'm going to have a little chat with those three back at the hut.
Ah, it's Mitchell and Hargraves. Did you find Tassin?
I certainly did, Jenner. At the bottom of the cliff, dead.
Oh, no. Dead? You're joking.
Some joke.
Well, how did it happen?
That's a good question, Armandariv.
Hey, just a minute. What are you trying to say?
Suppose we start with you boys saying something, like where each of you was during the time Tassin was out of this hut.
You don't mean you suspect one of us?
I don't mean anything. I just want to find out where you were. Which of you's in charge of the party?
Well, I suppose I am. I'm a she instructor down below, and I was acting as guide.
Okay, Jenner, so we start with you. Did you leave the hut while Tassin was gone?
As a matter of fact, I went out with him.
Oh?
But I returned with a load of wood and left him still gathering it. That was just before you two arrived.
I see. Armandariv, how about you?
Why, I went outside briefly.
While Tassin and Jenner were gone?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I wanted to see if we could get back down the trail the way we had come. See here, Mitchell, I resent these questions.
I'll take it easy, old boy.
Well, Kosevsky, what's your story?
I did not leave the hut.
You were here alone, then?
Of course, Well?
In other words, there's no one to prove your story.
I am telling the truth.
Well, this is just great. Jenner, you're the leader of the party. Are you the one who invited Tassin to come along?
Why, yes. When he found out we were going to make the climb to a spot near the border, he became very interested, and so I invited him. And what is wrong with that?
Nothing. Maybe.
I say, Mitchell, it's stopped to snow again. I suggest we get back to the lodge before we're snowed in.
Yeah. Hargraves, you lead the way. I'll bring up the rear. And you three better get one thing straight. Any of you try anything on the way back, I'll be right behind you, just waiting. Okay, let's shove off. The snow keeps falling as we work our way back down the trail toward the lodge. I've got a killer on my hands. Is it Jenner, Armandariv, or Kosevsky? Of course, even if I find out, I still don't have the boy I'm really after, the gent Tassin was going to put the finger on. One behind the Algiers bombing. It stands to reason Tassin wouldn't accompany the climbing party if this man was in it. Therefore, one of the three must be a hired hand. All of which leaves me not much further along than ever. Then, as we're about 2/3 of the way back to the lodge, a fight suddenly breaks out up in front. I run up. It's Jenner and Armandariv.
No. I don't like going to have your remarks. Let go of me.
Watch out, the edge of the trail.
Let go of him, Jenner.
No,
I said let go.
thank you, Mitchell. I think he would have pushed me over.
What's the trouble, Jenny?
The remarks he was making under his breath. I got fed up.
What remarks?
Well, never mind. It's over. I'm sorry, Armandard.
Armandard, what remarks?
As Jenna said, it is over. Let us forget it.
They must have been pretty strong remarks to cause a fight like that.
Mind your own business, Khrushchevsky.
Look, let's not start another one. Get moving.
Lodges. Just ahead, Mitchell.
Good.
Oh, at last.
How's that ankle, Khrushchevsky?
He's getting worse. I will be glad to get off my feet.
I don't want any of you three to leave the lodge for the present.
Don't worry. I'm going to bed. I will be in my room if you want me.
Right.
And so will I.
And I will be over at the bar. I'm sure you can keep an eye on me there.
I'll try, Jenny.
Sorry, chap, what?
Seems to be.
Well, you don't need me anymore, old boy. I think I'll see what happened to
The girl with the yellow hair?
How did you guess?
Just psychic. Okay, Hargraves, thanks for everything.
What's the matter?
See you later. What stopped me is the sight of somebody slipping out the side door. Armandard. I follow. Outside, the snow is swirling around thicker than ever. About 50 yards from the lodge, he looks back and spots me coming at him. He grabs up a rock and swings it at me. I sidestep, it grazes my head, and I lock his wrist.
Let go of me. Mitchell.
Who do you think it was?
Oh, I did not know. I saw someone coming at me through the snow, and I thought I was in danger.
Where were you heading just now? I thought I told you to stick around the lodge.
I want to get out of here before the same thing happens to me that happened to Tassin.
Why should it? You maybe know something about who killed Tassin?
No.
What started that fight between you and Jenny?
Something I said to him.
I know that, but what was it? Come on, open up.
Tassin and I became friendly during the climb. I could see he was afraid. He told me somebody was after him.
Tell you who it was?
No. But when Jenna left the hut with Tassin, and then you discovered Tassin's body, I thought Jenna might have been the killer.
You hinted as much to him?
Yes, and he jumped me, as you saw.
Well, either he's guilty or a hothead. And speaking of hotheads, you can drop that rock now.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize that...
Hey, wait a minute. Hold everything.
What?
You said you were sorry. Brother, I think you just solved the case.
What are you talking about?
That rock. Look down there on the ground. See if you can tell me where you picked it up from.
Why, no. The snow is still falling, Mitchell. As we have talked, it has covered over the place on the ground where the rock lay.
That's just the point. Hey, get down.
What?
Quick, behind this tree.
I shot!
Yeah, I spotted a glint of metal over there near those boulders.
But who is it?
My old friend, the killer. Stay here. I'm going after him. I start circling, using the trees for cover. The snow's coming down thicker than ever. Suddenly, I spot the outline of a figure ahead of me. He's got the same idea. He's circling, too. I reckon it won't be long before he sees me, but we keep on circling, and still he doesn't shoot. Maybe the snow is making it a bit difficult to spot me. We go on like a couple of cats for a while, and then suddenly I realize I'm right above him. I get ready to jump just as he flips up the gun. As he fires, I jump. I land close enough to knock him off balance, and while he's trying to get back and come at me, I let him have it. He's up to it, there in the snow. I bend over and pick up his gun as Armandard comes hurrying up.
Mitchell! Mitchell!
Right here, Armandard.
Who is it? Wait. It is Hargraves.
It sure is. I should have known that English accent was phony.
But I thought the two of you arrived at the hut together.
We did. Now I know why Hargraves was so easy to hire. He wanted to find Tassin, too, to kill him.
I do not understand.
You told us Tassin had gone out for wood. Hargraves and I split up looking for him. Apparently, Hargraves found him alive. Dropped a rock on Tassin that knocked him over the cliff and killed him.
He is coming too.
Come on, Hargraves. We've got a date at the nearest police headquarters. A little matter of bombing in Algiers.
Mitchell, how did you...
Tumble to you? It took me only until just a minute ago. It was snowing when we left the hut to look for Tassin, remember? It didn't stop until just before you yelled that you'd found the body.
The rock.
Yeah. There was bare ground under it. That meant it had only been picked up a few minutes before. It left the other 3 men in the hut. It had to be you.
The bare ground.
Yeah. That's what tripped you up, Hargraves. Maybe I should say that's what did you dirt.
Baghdad, Martinique, Singapore. At all the places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment. Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though. Trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to prove that sometimes the best way to get a pal out of a trap is to get chased into it yourself. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
Steve, one of our agents is in trouble. Rick Perez.
Oh? What's happened to him?
And because of his Spanish ancestry and his knowledge of Latin America, he seemed the logical choice, the man to investigate those reports we've been getting on the Caribbean Legion.
Caribbean Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about it. They're training and arming men to lead revolts in the countries of Central and South America.
Yeah. Well, Rick managed to work his way into the organization, has kept in touch with us through a contact he established in Caracas, Venezuela. And he kept in touch, that is, until a week ago. Then silence.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's in a jam, Commissioner.
Well, last night, Perez's contact, a man named Emilio Roja, received a message supposedly from Perez saying that he was hiding out in a village called Puerto Montego, that he needed help.
So the Legion got wise and Perez is holed up, huh?
Or being held a prisoner.
Prisoner? You mean the message could be a trap?
Right. I suppose they only suspect Perez is an agent.
Yeah. So we answer his call for help, send someone down to Puerto Montego. The minute that someone walks into town, they know for sure. End of Rick Perez.
Exactly.
But suppose he really did send the message. He's hiding out and needs help.
Well, that's possible, too. In either case, Steve, you've got to handle this very carefully. One slip-up on your part may cost Perez his life.
Right, Commissioner.
Well, you've got to get into Puerto Montego without arousing any suspicion to who you are and why you're there. Find Rick Perez and get him safely away. Well, that's it, Steve. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
Sure, I've got my assignment. Fly down to Venezuela and get to one of our agents, Rick Perez, who's in a jam. And we hope on the trail of a subversive outfit known as the Caribbean Legion. Well, it's late Friday afternoon when my plane lands in Caracas, and I head straight for a rendezvous with our contact there, a gent named Emilio Roja. A dozen or more tourists armed with travel folders, guidebooks, and cameras come strolling out of the cathedral as I hurry up the steps. I move through the huge arched entryway, then inside.
Senor?
Huh? Oh, hello. Looks like I'm a little late for the guided tour, huh?
Yes, a pity. Still, there is always tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, I won't be in town. I have business at Puerto Montego.
A charming village. I know it well. You have friends there?
A business associate.
This way, Senor Mitchell, into the corridor. We can talk there.
Sure you weren't followed, Roja?
Positive.
I don't suppose you've had any word from Perez?
No word at all. Here, this will do. I will leave the door open slightly so that we may watch the entryway.
You happen to have that note Perez sent you?
No, I burned the message immediately I received it. You are wondering about the handwriting, eh? I cannot say. Perez and I never exchanged written messages.
Tell me, Roja, have you any idea why he went up to Puerto Montego?
10 days ago, after he had attended a meeting of the Caribbean Legion, he told me there was talk of supplies and a boatload of new men arriving from Guatemala.
That ship might have put in at Puerto Montego?
Yes, Perez might have been sent to meet it. Someone aboard might have recognized him or suspected he was with your government.
And now he's a prisoner. Or hiding out.
A prisoner, Senor? Not one. For long, I'm afraid. They would kill him in a moment if there was the slightest reason to suspect him.
I don't know, Roja. If they thought he was valuable to their organization, they might hesitate to do away with him. They'd want to know for certain. It would affect their future plans.
Yes, I see your point.
How far is Puerto Montego from here?
About 20 miles down the coast. Population under 200.
Yeah, not good. A stranger in town would stick out like a sore thumb. Perez spent most of his time here in Caracas, didn't he?
Yes, most of the time.
Where'd he hang out? Any place in particular?
A nightclub and gambling house called the Marcapayo. It is run by a French woman, a Mademoiselle Simonette.
Yeah. Sort of a headquarters for the Legion, is it?
For the Legion and their various enterprises, all manner of business is conducted there, Senor. Black market, counterfeiting, stolen goods.
Yeah?
You see, when a branch of this Legion is established in a country, it must learn to support itself.
I see. Well, that's very interesting, Roja. You know, it sort of fits in with a little idea I've had in the back of my mind. If I could pick up the right information and certain props to work with. Yeah, it might work out just fine. A half hour later, I'm at police headquarters, sitting in the office of Colonel Villara. I give him a fast fill-in on what I'm up to and what I'll need. He listens to what I have to say and then leans back in his chair and takes a long pull at his cigar. He blows a series of smoke rings toward the ceiling, beauties all of them. Then he leans forward.
This is highly irregular, Senor Mitchell. You understand this? However, if you insist...
I'd like your department's cooperation, Colonel Villara.
Very well. I will see to it that you get what you ask.
And don't forget the souped-up jalopy.
The souped up?
The car. I'm going to be in a race I don't want to lose.
You see, of course.
You look a little puzzled, Colonel.
I am, Senor. I still fail to see how all this is going
Look,
to...
the chances of my slipping into Puerto Montego unnoticed are pretty slim. Now, if these boys see me snooping around, they add 2 and 2, and they knock off Perez.
See?
So instead of my sneaking into town, I'm going to try to arrange for them to chase me into Puerto Montego. But I've got to sell them a bill of goods first. 1, that I'm not a special agent, and 2, that my arrival in town has nothing to do with Perez.
I see. And that then is the purpose of your visit to the Maracaibo Club.
Right. Now, I need an entree at the club, a name I can toss around.
Someone known to them and preferably someone out of circulation.
Well, Rojas suggested a gent named Brobo.
Excelente. A well-known criminal in the Caribbean area, now serving 10 years in prison.
Frequent visitor at the club when he was in town, and when he wasn't in Caracas, he'd be in Cuba or Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Trinidad.
See.
I could have met him in any of those places.
I would suggest Trinidad. He spent a good deal of time there.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a file on Brobo?
See, a rather complete history of the man.
Good. I want to know all there is to know about friend Brobo. We're bound to ask questions at the club, and I want to be sure I have the right answers. An hour later, I check into the hotel, and shortly after 8 that night, I wander over to the Maracaibo Club. peel a few bills from a very fat bankroll, spread them around where they'll do the most good, also drop Brovo's name a couple of times. Pretty soon I'm admitted to the plush gambling layout upstairs. My luck is all bad, and I drop a nice chunk of dough. Meanwhile, I keep my eyes open for the lady known as Mademoiselle Simonet. Finally, she puts in an appearance. High voltage in a black, low-cut evening gown. She tosses a quick glance around the room and then moves from one game to another. Finally, she winds up standing next to me at the roulette table. I step back to make room.
No, please, monsieur. Do continue. I am only a spectator.
Yeah, I wish that's all I was.
Bad luck?
Never been worse.
Perhaps the dice table.
You recommend it?
Why not?
Right. But I could use a drink first.
On the heart, I insist.
Thanks, mademoiselle.
You have been here before, monsieur?
Mitchell. No. This is my first time. An old friend recommended the place.
Bravo?
Yeah.
I heard you mention his name earlier at the bar. How is he?
Unhappy. The penal colony doesn't agree with him.
Unfortunate, wasn't he?
Yeah, had a nice little deal going at the time, too.
His wife. How did she take it?
Philippa? Oh, not grieving very much. He left her a comfortable income. That haul out of Cuba last year netted him a nice hunk of dough.
I see. Does she still run the dress shop?
Yes, I dropped in to see her just before I left Trinidad.
You must give her my warmest regards on your return.
I'm not going back.
Oh?
That is, if I can make other arrangements.
What sort of arrangements?
I'd like to get to the States if I could.
Why should that be difficult for you?
Oh, they're sort of fussy up there about passports and things.
You are not an American?
Canadian. Yeah, the bar seems to be a little crowded.
A table over here, Monsieur Mitchell. I will send you a waiter.
Thanks. Why not join me?
Why not?
I dropped the matter of the passport for the present because I don't want to rush things. That seems to be all right with Mademoiselle because she finally steers the conversation around to Brovo again. She's playing it cautiously, checking on me. And I fill in with the right answers. Finally, I draw an invitation to continue our little chat in the privacy of her office. She excuses herself to greet some of her guests, and I wander on back alone to the inner sanctum. So far, everything is working out fine. Yeah, until I open the office door. There's a little gent comfortably settled in a chair. He bounces out of it the second he sees me, and a gun suddenly appears in his mitt.
Well, if it ain't Mr. Mitchell.
Hello, Deacon.
Fancy you strolling in here.
Oh, we all have our bad days.
Come on in, Mr. Mitchell. Come on in. Well, Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Steve Mitchell.
So you've remarked a couple of times.
What brings you around, if I might ask?
I was about to conduct a little transaction. What are you doing here, Deacon?
Making things a bit complicated for you, I'd say.
Yes, you're right at that. Running into you has complicated
A
things.
shame. A real shame. That's what it is.
How come you're still running around, Deacon? I'd have thought you'd be under lock and key by this time.
Not me, pal. Not Albert Deacon. But you tried hard enough to put me away, didn't you?
Well, I got the boys I was after and left the small fry like you to the local law.
Small fry no longer, Mr. Mitchell. Sit down.
Well, I like standing. They say it helps you to grow.
I'd rather see you being comfortable. Go on, sit down, and don't make any funny moves, or this little pop gun goes off, see?
I think I get the picture.
This little transaction you mentioned, it's with Mamselle?
Could be.
Good. She'll be along in a minute, I suppose.
Could be.
And we'll just sit here and wait until she comes,
What's so funny, Deacon?
I'm just thinking how interested Mamselle's going to be when she knows she's entertaining a special agent. You know, I think she might turn on a party for you, Mitchell. A real special party.
And now, back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
Well, at this point, it looks like I'm cooked. Just when I'm starting to do all right with Mademoiselle Simonette, I wander into her office and find myself face to face with a seamy little character named Deacon, whom I tangled with several years ago. Needless to say, he recognizes me and pulls a gun.
Marka, come into my office a minute.
It's Simonette. She's coming in. Deacon moves to open the door with a big grin and takes his eyes off me a second. That's when I make my move. I grab his wrist and thrust. Mitchell, no, thanks for the gun. There. It's in my pocket, Deacon, and pointed at you. One peep out of you and you're dead.
Oh, hello, Deacon.
Small world, Simonette. Imagine me running into an old buddy like this.
You and Deacon know each other?
Oh, we're old friends. Isn't that right, Deacon?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. This is Marka, Mr. Mitchell. He works for me.
Marka?
Mitchell.
Those papers I wanted you to take, Marka, over there on my desk.
Yes.
Yes, those are the ones.
I will see you later.
Well, do I pass inspection, Simonette?
Inspection? What do you mean?
Marka. He's your muscle man, isn't he?
Why, yes. But I just wanted him to pick up some papers and...
And give me a looking over.
You don't miss a trick, do you, Steve?
I can't afford to.
Well, I better be getting along.
Oh, no, Deacon. Stick around. Hardly had a chance to say hello. Wouldn't think of letting you shove off so soon.
Yeah, but
So what's the matter, Deacon? Something on your mind?
No.
Monsieur Mitchell, you mentioned earlier something about needing a passport?
Yeah. Look, I don't have time to beat around the bush. Simonette, I need it, and I need it bad. I've got the money to pay for it, and I think the fact I'm a friend of Brovo and also of Deacon here should entitle me to some consideration.
Perhaps. It would cost a lot of money.
Well, that can't be helped. I'm in no position to bargain. I'll pay whatever is asked.
All right. We have a small cobbler shop not far from here where such matters are arranged. Marka can take you over there.
Wait a minute. I've got a better idea. Does Deacon here know where the place is?
Why, yes.
Then why don't you take me, Deacon? We can talk over old times on the way. Okay, Simonette?
Of course. Go ahead.
I hustle Deacon out of there before he can make a move. I make him take me to the cobbler's shop. In the back room, they take my picture, and a half hour later, hand me a passport. I peel off the money and pay them. Then I take Deacon to the house of my contact, Roja, who salts him away in his cellar.
He will be quite safe down there, Senor.
Good, Roja. I could have Colonel Villara put him under arrest, but one of Simonette's boys might possibly find out about it.
Yes, that would not be good. Senor Mitchell, I still do not understand what your plan is.
Right now, my plan is to go to my hotel room and wait.
For what?
For Marka and maybe another of Simonette's boys to show up. I think they should be there within 2 hours.
But what makes you so sure they will come to your room?
That money Colonel Villara furnished me, the money I used to pay for my phony passport.
What about it?
It's counterfeit.
What?
Yeah. You know, I think these boys are going to be real mad when they find their own phony dough shoved back on them. I go back to my hotel room and wait. A souped-up car is parked back in the alley. A half hour later, I spot Marca and another man pulling up in front of the hotel. I pick up my suitcase and go out into the hall like I'm leaving. They spot me from the bottom of the stairs.
There he is.
They start up the stairs at me. I heave my suitcase at them. They go down in a heap. I run back into my room, down the fire escape, into my car. Chase is on. So far, it's working out just right. I drive fast enough to keep out of range, but not fast enough to lose them. An hour later, I'm in Puerto Montego, the village where we think Perez is hiding. It's all of 2 blocks long. I race through the town, then ditch my car at the far end behind one of the buildings. I circle back on foot and hide. Pretty soon, Marco and his buddy roar into sight and stop at a house on the outskirts of town. They run inside and come out again with 2 other guys. They all pile into the car and take off through the village, supposedly after me. So now I've located one of their headquarters. I ease up to the house. I can hear a voice from inside.
Maybe the 2 of us better look around the village in case this Mitchell doubles back.
It's Perez talking. That's also my cue. I jerk open the door.
What? I've got him, Steve. Oh.
Brother, you certainly have, Perez. Nothing like a beer bottle to lull a guy to sleep.
When Marco pulled in here a couple of minutes ago and said he was chasing a deadbeat named Mitchell, I remembered we once pulled a trick like this in Casablanca, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I hoped you'd remember. When I heard you talking to your buddy here about the 2 of you, I knew the odds were in favor if he was the only other one here. They've been holding you prisoner, Rick?
Oh, not exactly, Steve, but they're watching me pretty closely. I think they were suspicious of me and checking up.
You didn't send that note to us by way of Rojas saying you were in trouble here and needed help?
No.
Yeah. And Simonet and the boys must have sent it. It was a trap, all right.
Yeah, but it didn't quite work the way they thought it would.
No. Now, look, we've got to move fast. When they come back here and find you flown the coop, they'll realize they were right about you. What have you found out so far about them?
Well, Simonet is the local ringleader of the Caribbean Legion, Steve. They train and outfit small groups of men which they send into several South American countries to try and organize revolutions. Simonet has a list of the 3-man cells which have been sent to each country. I know that. I saw it in her office at the Club Maracaibo.
Then come on. We've got to get back to Simonet fast and grab that list.
We can see the Club Maracaibo from this alley, Steve.
Yeah. Come on, we better... Hey, wait a minute. There goes Marco in the front door.
He didn't lose any time.
We're licked. He'll alert Simonet and she'll destroy the list.
I don't think so, Steve. I think they'll try and warn those 3-man cells in each country first.
Uh-huh.
Well, they've got a radio transmitter hidden somewhere. I wasn't able to find out where.
Maybe it's right there inside Club Maracaibo.
No, I don't think so. I've spent a lot of time inside that dive. I think I would have spotted it.
Hey, look. Marco coming out the front door again.
Yeah, with a briefcase. Maybe he's on his way to their transmitter.
And maybe not. You tell him and I'll stick around here just in case they're trying to pull something on us. Perez takes off after Marco, and I ease around to the back of the joint and wait in the shadows. Sure enough, a minute later, Simonet comes out the back door carrying an envelope. She crosses the alley and disappears into a warehouse. I follow her. Inside, I spot her starting up a flight of stairs. I catch up to her fast.
What? Steve!
I'll take that list, Simonet.
Let me go. Let go of me.
Hold it, me too. Well, hello, Marco. Guess you just took a little trip around the block, huh?
That's a good guess. Now hand over that list.
He keeps coming at me up the stairs. Suddenly, I grab the rail and kick at his wrist. The gun goes flying. I lunge at him. We start in struggling there on the stairs, each trying to get a grip on the other. I can feel his fingers getting on my throat, and I throw myself forward. We roll down the steps to the floor, and Marca's head connects with the cement.
Oh! Marca! You killed him.
He's just out for a while. And now, Simonette.
Oh, no, you don't, Mr. Mitchell. Stand back.
What?
You are not kicking this gun out of my hand.
Quite a surprise packet, aren't you, Simonette? Are you sure
that I can kill a man? Oh, yes, Mr. Steve Mitchell. I can kill a man and enjoy it. When it's someone like you.
It sounds like I'm not too popular. And I don't think...
Stand back. Don't move. I'm going to kill you.
Steve, you all right?
Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I'm all right, but I wouldn't have been if you hadn't shot that gun out of her hand when you did.
Lucky if you all came back and...
Oh, no, Simonette. You're not leaving.
Let me go. Let me...
Just no use struggling. You haven't got a chance.
Let me go.
For that list we've got, the only place you and your outfit are going is out of business. For keeps.
Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell. Be with us again next week, same time, when Steve Mitchell will embark on another Dangerous Assignment. Baghdad, Martinique, Singapore, at all the places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another Dangerous Assignment. Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though. Trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to wind up with my life getting saved because somebody drops a bomb on me. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
Yes, Steve, the Flying Fenways are in trouble.
Flying Fenways?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a trapeze act.
Frank and Lenny Fenway, ex-Army flyers. They settled down in India after the war and opened up an airline. One of them, Lenny, disappeared in Tibet 2 weeks ago with the company's only plane.
Oh, they are in trouble. Well, go on, Commissioner.
He was carrying a passenger at the time, a Chinese nationalist agent named Tai Sing. The agent had been sent from Formosa to contact certain tribes in Tibet, resistance groups still holding out against the new order in China.
And you say Fenway flew the agent to Tibet, hasn't been heard of since? Any word from Tai Sing?
Yes, Steve. A caravan from Tibet picked him up 2 days ago and brought him into Kashmir last night, more dead than alive. He's in a coma at the hospital in Srinagar. Hasn't been able to tell us what happened to Fenway.
Look, Commissioner, if he'd been captured, we'd have heard a propaganda broadcast about it.
Yeah, they'd certainly have accused Fenway of being a spy and made a big thing out of it. Well, get over there, Steve. See what information you can get out of the agent Tai Sing. Find Lenny Fenway and get him out of Tibet before he falls into the wrong hands. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
I've got my assignment. All I have to do is find an army flyer named Lenny Fenway who disappeared in Tibet. Sounds like a cinch. Yeah. He's somewhere in China's backyard. Over 400,000 square miles of it. It's late Monday afternoon when my plane lands at Srinagar in Kashmir. I hustle over to the hospital hoping the nationalist agent Tai Singh has recovered consciousness and I can get a lead from him. But he hasn't, so I wander out to the waiting room. There I run into Frank Fenway, the missing flyer's brother.
I've already told the colonel who I know about this.
The colonel?
Colonel Yee. Flew in from Formosa this morning. He's with Nationalist Intelligence. He really gave me the old third degree. I think he suspects Lenny and I pulled some sort of a double cross.
Oh, why should he think that?
Oh, beats me. He doesn't seem to trust anybody.
How'd you and your brother get involved with Tai Singh, anyway?
He's an old friend of ours. Met him in China during the war. About a month ago, he walked into our office in New Delhi. Said he had a little business to toss our way if we were interested.
You were, huh?
He wanted us to fly him from here to Srinagar first, then over to a small village in Tibet.
Why Srinagar?
I had to pick up some radio equipment he was to take with him to Tibet. That's how he was going to keep in touch with the shop here.
Oh, what shop?
Oh, silversmith's place. Sort of a nationalist headquarters.
This Colonel Yee you spoke to, where is he now?
Over at the shop, I'd say. Why?
I'd like to have a talk with him. 10 minutes later, we pull up in front of a small shop on a crowded side street. I show my credentials to the clerk, and he takes us into a small back room where we find Colonel Yee pacing the floor nervously. Nearby, a radio operator is fiddling with his set, but all he's getting is static.
The possibility that we will hear from the missing flyer is remote, gentlemen. Still,
there's no harm in keeping an open circuit. And what are your plans, Colonel Yee?
At the moment, Mr. Mitchell, my hands are tied. I could contact Formosa, tell them to begin the airdrop operation, but...
Wait a minute. How do you know where the stuff is to be dropped? Tai Singh was supposed to pick out the locations, and you couldn't have talked with him.
I did not have to. Here. Look at this, Mr. Mitchell.
A map. Where'd you get it?
It was found in the lining of Tai Singh's coat.
Hey, wait a minute. These pencil marks. Circles here. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Could they be the locations Tai Singh picked out?
I think so, yes.
You can't be sure until Tai Singh regains consciousness and you've verified it with him. Then your troubles are over.
No, not quite. There is still your flyer, Lenny Fenway, to be found. It is most important.
To my government, yeah, because if we don't find him, he'll be a perfect pigeon for some phony propaganda. But how does he affect your operation?
He represents a very serious threat to the success of our mission.
Now, wait a minute, Yee.
Take it easy, Frank. What are you driving at, Colonel?
Your brother may know of this map. The locations where the airdrops are to be made.
How could he know?
First, let me inform you that your brother's plane has been found.
What?
When did this happen, Colonel?
I learned of it only this morning when I questioned members of the caravan. The men who brought Tai Singh here. One of the men had heard from a villager at Sanitar that a plane was found abandoned near there 10 days ago.
Had it crashed?
No. Apparently, engine trouble had developed. A forced landing was necessary.
Well, that's a relief. He must be still alive, then.
You will not be happy to learn that the plane has been confiscated by hostile troops.
I don't care about that. I'm more interested in Lenny.
Yeah. And what makes you think he knows about this map?
I am assuming that Mr. Fenway's brother accompanied Tai Singh on his journey to contact the various tribal chiefs.
Being old friends, they might have discussed the location of the airdrops.
I am assuming further that the two men were making their way back here when they ran into trouble. Soldiers, perhaps. Tai Singh got away. Perhaps your brother, Mr. Fenway, did not.
So if Fenway was captured, the affair would be kept quiet while they put the pressure on him to try to make him talk.
Exactly, Mr. Mitchell. Now, should my government go ahead with our plans, we might drop much-needed supplies and equipment into enemy hands.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
Let's have a look at that map again, Colonel.
Yes.
Where'd the caravan pick up Tai Singh?
Here in the north, not far from the Sinkwang province border.
Good a place as any to start looking, don't you think, Colonel?
Look, if you two are going hunting for Lenny, you can count me in.
We'll need a plan to get us up there and... Oh, but wait a minute. You're out of business, Frank, remember? No plan.
Now I'm back in. Hocked everything I could get my hands on and made the down payment on another crate yesterday. I was planning on going out and look for Lenny on my own.
All right, you've got a couple of customers.
It's a deal. And this time, gents, the trip is on the house.
Shortly after nightfall, Colonel Yee and I board the plane. Frank Fenway guns it down the runway, and then we're airborne, heading due east over the towering peaks of the Himalaya Range. There's a bright moon out, and that's going to make it easy for us to spot a place to land, but hard to do so unnoticed. 2 hours later, we're approaching our destination, a long, narrow strip of plateau high in the mountains. Fenway makes a low pass over the area, circles, comes in for landing.
Dock soup, gents, but hold on to your bridge work. It could be bumpy.
Just get this crate stopped as soon as you can, Frank. We don't want to attract any more attention than we have to.
Right.
Get us in as close to those rocks as you can. Give us good cover.
Right.
The village is over in that direction, isn't it, Colonel?
Yes. We cannot see it from here, but it is not far away. I am certain we can contact members of the tribe there.
Come on, Colonel. Let's get our gear ready. I'll pack the radio equipment. Can you manage the rest of the stuff, huh?
Yes.
Right, you're in.
I'll open the door.
Get down. I will hand this to you.
Okay. Now, let's have it.
Yeah, do I?
Got it.
Say, can I give you a hand?
Oh, we're all set. Get up front and move this crate out of here on the double.
Well, good luck.
We'll need it. You ready, Colonel?
Yes, ready. I have everything, I think.
Now, let's head for the rocks over there.
So long.
Well, so far, so good, Colonel.
Over here, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah, this looks like a good spot. We can keep under cover among these rocks here for a while and see if our landing has stirred up any interest.
In this moonlight, Mr. Mitchell, I do not think our arrival has gone unnoticed.
How right you are, Colonel. Look, over there.
What? And men on horseback.
A dozen of them at least. They're headed this way.
Quickly. Let us move back.
Yes. What do you make of them, Colonel?
I do not think they are tribesmen. No, I am certain they are not. Soldiers, a patrol.
Oh, great.
However, I do not believe they could have seen us get off the plane.
You're right. Coming up from that direction, they couldn't possibly have spotted us.
Here. Come behind this bush.
Here they come. Can you make out what they're saying, Colonel?
No. They are too far away.
They're looking around. Probably think the plane might have done something.
Yes. I don't think they will come up here.
You're right. They're moving on.
They are headed for the village.
Means we'll have to change our plans.
Yes. The tribesmen there will certainly be warned of the patrol's approach. They will move back into the mountains. We could attempt to signal them up there.
Why not? Let's give it a whirl, Colonel. The Colonel and I drag out our flashlights, start blinking them toward the mountains. This goes on for half an hour, and then we get an answer. A light blinking on and off in the distance. We pack our gear and head for it. Light doesn't seem to be more than a mile away, but distances are deceiving up here, and it's almost dawn before we arrive at the tribal chief's camp. We're given a tent, and while the Colonel goes off to confer with the chief, I set up the radio equipment.
Steve Mitchell. W6C32 calling Steve Mitchell. W6C32 calling Steve Mitchell.
Steve Mitchell here, W6C32. That you, Fenway?
Yeah. You alone, Steve?
Sure, what's up? Did Tai Sing come too?
You're in a jam. That Colonel Yee you're with.
What about him?
He's a phony.
What?
Police here in Srinagar found the real Colonel Yee an hour ago. He'd been murdered.
great. Look, Fenway, you'd better...
Well, go on, Steve. What is it? Steve, can you hear me? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Plenty is wrong, but I don't think I can explain to Fenway. Not with the cold muzzle of an automatic at the back of my head. Then an arm reaches over my shoulder.
W6C32 calling Steve Mitchell. W6C32 calling.
Sorry, Mr. Mitchell.
You came back just a little too soon, Buster.
And now you find yourself in a rather awkward position, do you not, Mr. Mitchell?
You're not on too healthy ground yourself. What happens if the chief and his tribe find out you're a phony?
There is no chief, and these men are, well, they belong to no tribe. They are soldiers under my command. And you, Mr. Mitchell, are my prisoner.
Now, back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
Yes, Mr. Mitchell. You are my prisoner.
You're not in such a good spot yourself, Yee, or whatever your name is.
And why not, may I ask?
Because the nationalist boys back in Kashmir know you're a phony.
That is not of great importance. What they do not know is that you are my prisoner. And when you broadcast to them at a time I will designate, they will be convinced that everything is in order.
I see.
Very amusing, is it not?
Yeah, maybe for you. In other words, I go on the air, but you write the script, huh?
Exactly. You see, you may not perhaps realize it, but my troops in this area are quite seriously short of supplies at this time. We will greatly accept anything our friends, the nationalists, care to donate by way of parachute drops. And you will, of course, give the signal over the radio for the drops to take place as scheduled.
Got it all worked out, haven't you?
Of course. In the meantime, you will remain in this tent. 2 guards, as you see, will be placed at the entrance. If you are foolish enough to attempt an escape... What? Machine gun!
Looks like trouble for you and your boys. Beautiful sound, isn't it? The phony colonel charges out of the tent. Through the entrance, I spot some natives on horseback with guns. The 2 guards are milling around trying for a shot, but one of them makes a target out of himself. I dive for the other one and flatness. Suddenly, a gent with a Tommy gun pops into the tent.
Is your name Mitchell?
Yeah, who are you?
My name is Sun. I am a tribal leader. Come with me.
I don't need any urging. He hustles me outside and gives me a horse. His men are waiting, about a dozen of them, and we pound off. The whole raid's been beautifully organized, and we're away without a scratch. 2 hours later, we're winding up a mountain trail.
It will be 1 more hour to caves, which we used for headquarters, Mitchell. And there, in the caves, you will find the pilot, Fenway.
Good. So you're one of the resistance leaders, son, huh?
Yes, that is right. Each of us is leader of our own tribe.
Say, I still haven't worked out how you knew I was being held prisoner.
Fenway told us his brother might come and look for him. You see, we expect plane, and last night we see plane land.
Ah, so those men on horseback last night were your boys, huh? You know, Yee had me convinced they were soldiers.
My scouts follow you, and they'll find out what happened.
Hey, hold it. Airplane.
Huh? Enemy plane.
Coming in low. Gonna make a pass at us. We're bottled up in this pass.
No, go to those ledges over there. Right in under. On high.
He's coming in fast.
We will make it.
I hope you're right.
There. Let's cover us now.
Yeah, just in time, too.
It's all right. No harm.
He'll probably turn and come back, and this ledge won't cover us from the other direction.
By that time, we will be around the bend and trail. Come.
We pound along the trail and around the bend before the plane can make its turn. We wind back further and further into the mountains. A half hour later, we reach San's headquarters, a cave near the ridge. And there, I find the missing pilot, Lenny Fenway, with a bandage on his left arm.
Just a scratch, Steve. I got it when we were ambushed.
Yeah. Tell me what happened, Lenny.
Well, as you know, the nationalist agent Tai Sing hired me to fly him in from Kashmir so he could make the rounds of the tribal resistance leaders and also line up locations for parachute drops of supplies and ammunition.
Yeah?
Well, we were on our way back when we had engine trouble and made a forced landing. So naturally, we abandoned the plane and started heading for the border on foot. And we passed through some real rugged country.
You run into a patrol?
We certainly did. I got separated from Tai Sing and got a slug in my arm. I wandered around lost a couple of days. And then San and his boys found me and, well, they brought me here. How about Tai Sing?
Oh, he got back. He's in the hospital, but he'll be okay. Look, why didn't you send word by radio?
It got smashed up in the landing. Oh, by the way, is everything all set on the drops?
What do you mean?
They were supposed to start Thursday.
That's tomorrow.
Tai Sing told me it was very important to their whole timetable that the drops take place on schedule.
Look, Lenny, they can't.
They can't?
Because that phony Colonel Yee has Tai Sing's map. He knows the location of the drops, and his boys will be there waiting.
Aha, but he hasn't seen this map, though.
Say, where'd you get it?
Tai Sing gave it to me in case we got separated. Look, I'll show you. These are the alternate locations for the drops. You see, here?
Yeah.
And there.
Uh-huh.
And more over there, you see?
Yeah.
The tribal leaders know about them.
Hey, if we can get this back across the border, the drops can take place on schedule tomorrow.
But there's only one hitch about that. It's a 2-day trip on horseback.
Yeah, and we've got no radio. Oh, great.
Hey, what was that?
Come on, let's get to the mouth of the cave. Son, what's going on?
Enemy plane have located us. Dropping bombs.
We don't have enough troubles as it is. We got to get bombed, too.
Hey, look. Way down the mountain. Column of soldiers.
Yes, and the soldiers are coming to attack. We must leave at once.
Hold it. Let me have your binoculars. Yeah, Jeep bringing up the rear. Well, what do you know? Our old friend Yee and the driver.
Come, Mitchell, at once. There is no time to lose.
I'll say there's no time to lose. There's a small radio transmitter in that Jeep, looks like.
So?
So we're going to cook up a little gag. If it works, we get the radio.
But what if it doesn't?
Then we don't need the radio. I outline the deal to San in a hurry. He nods and takes off to give the orders. Lenny and I stay under cover in the cave. The troops and Jeep get closer. Suddenly, half of San's men take off along the trail in full view. It works. The troops chase them, leaving the Jeep unprotected. The rest of San's men come out of hiding and charge it. One of their shots hits the fire and stops the Jeep. He and the driver pile out and dive for cover. Lenny and I run to the Jeep, grab the transmitter, and race it back to the cave.
Okay, all set, Steve. Go ahead.
Right with you. Mitchell calling W6C32. Mitchell calling W6C32.
W6C32. Go ahead, Mitchell.
Your brother's here with me, Frank. He's okay.
Good.
Got your plane standing by?
Yeah? Guess up and waiting, Steve.
Good. Same spot, 1 hour after sunset. Got it?
Sure. Seeing you. Over and out.
Sands' boys will try and keep Yee's troops diverted until we get to the rendezvous. Is that right?
Right. Let's go. Lenny and I slip down the trail and take off across the ridge, working our way to the plateau where the plane's to pick us up. We arrive in time to start a small fire to guide Frank.
Hey, Steve, take a look at that. Coming around that mountain peak.
Yeah, it's Frank. Right on schedule, too.
Coming in for a landing.
Come on.
From what I can see, he'll stop about opposite that clump of boulders.
Yeah. Well, so far, so good. When we could...
Hey, what's the matter?
Look, back there on that ridge in the moonlight.
Troops!
He and his soldiers must have dropped out the decoy.
Brother, to get this close to getting out of here and then...
Come on. We're going to make a run for it.
You know, Steve, if Frank would only...
Oh, look. He must have seen them, too. Yeah, he's turning the plane. Got a taxi toward us.
Well, that's our only chance.
Yeah. Say, he's waving out the window.
They're pointing at us.
Come on. We can make it now. Come on, get in.
Okay. You take my hand.
Right. Thanks. Okay, Frank. Let it go.
You two okay?
Yeah.
Well, hold your hats then.
Pour it into her.
Well, they're sure persistent anyway.
You can say that again.
Hey, we're off the ground.
Why, sure.
Oh, brother, that's a relief. It looks like we finally made it, Steve.
I'm hit.
Steve, you're closer. Grab the controls.
I got him. Come on, baby. Come on. Straighten up and fly right, will you?
Oh, that was close.
Oh, say that again. Hey, how's your arm, Frank?
Oh, it'll be right. Just keep up pointed towards home.
That's right. I'll get to deliver that map in time after all.
Hey, look. Do me a favor, will you?
Why, sure. What is it?
The next time you take a charter flight and I have to fish you out of a hole like this,
Yeah?
don't.
Baghdad, Martinique, Singapore, and all the places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment. Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to prove that sometimes what goes up never comes down. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
Yes, Steve. I've got a ghost for you to go after.
Gentleman or lady?
She's no lady. She's a tramp.
Huh?
A freighter, that is.
A ghost ship. Shades of the Flying Dutchman.
Now, we believe this ship has been running supplies and war materials to the guerrilla forces in the Far East, Steve. From some port in the South China or the Sulu Sea.
But we've never been able to catch up to her, huh?
She's been spotted time and time again.
We think we have her trapped, and then she vanishes completely.
Any leads at all as to where she picks up her supplies?
Well, one, Steve. Yesterday, North Borneo authorities discovered a large storehouse along an isolated section of the coast north of Sandakan.
Could be the base of operations for our lady ghost.
Could be. Well, get out there, Steve. Check with the constabulary in Sandakan and track down this ghost ship. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
Sure, I've got my assignment. Get over to North Borneo and get on the trail of a ghost ship which has been running supplies to guerrilla forces in the Far East. It's early Tuesday evening when my plane sets down at Sandakan, capital of the British Crown Colony. A representative of the local law is there to greet me, and he starts hustling me to a waiting car.
The name's Jeffries. I'd appreciate it if you made it just plain Fred.
All right, just plain Fred. You can make it just plain Steve. And what's the hurry?
We're expecting our ghostly friend sometime tonight.
With the ship? Where, at the spot where you located the storehouse?
Right.
What makes you think she'll show up tonight?
Patrol boat picked up a fisherman off Batu Island. His boat was shot out of the water by the ghost last night.
What?
6 men aboard. Skipper was the only survivor, a man named Dubeck. Patrol boat wasn't far away when it happened. Heard the explosion when the shell hit. They picked up Dubeck, swept the area thoroughly. No sign of the ghost ship.
Where'd you say this happened?
Off Batu Island, quite a way up the coast.
The ghost is probably headed this way to pick up that stuff at the storehouse, huh?
It's a distinct possibility. All things considered, she'll be due at the spot in another hour or so. Here we are, Steve.
After you.
Thanks.
Any particular reason why the ghost would want to sink the fishing boat?
Might have mistaken her for the patrol boat. There was quite a fog.
Was the fisher equipped with radio?
Right. But many of them are equipped with radio. That's the reason, I think. The ghost ran 3 other fishers in the past month.
She probably likes privacy. Doesn't want anyone around to report her position. Have you any description of her?
Other than she's a freighter, none. That is nothing definite. She's been described by witnesses as being anywhere from 5 to 15,000 tons, as being painted black, grey, blue, grey-black, grey-blue, and so on and so on. No name, of course.
That's a lot of help.
Before the night's over, we might know a lot more about our friend the ghost. I hope.
A half hour later, we pull up at a spot along the coast. There's a bright moon overhead, but it's not much help since a low, heavy fog clings to the area. Jeffries and I make our way through the trees and step out onto the beach.
Can't see much of it, I'm afraid, but there's a small bay here.
I can make out something over there. It looks like a dock.
Right. Japanese during the war. Hasn't been in use since they were booted out. Over here is the road leading from the dock. It goes back into the jungle to the storehouse. Used to be an old ammunition dump. Like to have a look?
Yeah. Yeah, I never did like that sound. 9 times out of 10, the bird turned out to be a sniper.
This time it happens to be one of my men. Got him scattered all over the area. Another one of my chaps, Joe Taiba. Never could do that call properly.
Sounds good enough to me.
Wait till you hear Sam Kione, top man in the bird call department. Does tend to be a little flashy at times. Overconfidence, you know. Here we are. Down this way. Mind the steps. I'll turn on my torch.
Hey, quite a layout. All steel and concrete.
Stuff's over there in the crates. Gun and ammo on this side, and over here, various kinds of machinery, auto parts, chemicals, fuels, and so on.
Any idea where this stuff comes from originally?
Here. Have a look at the markings on this crate.
It could be Chinese.
Right. Japanese. Stuff left over from the war. Stashed away on various islands in the area. Collected and brought here.
Not all this stuff is Japanese.
No, rest of it comes from another source. Markings on the crates are all the same.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I see.
If you're looking for a trademark or a serial number on that stuff, don't bother. Filed off.
I can see that, too. Still, there must be something.
Hold on, Steve. Listen.
What is it?
A signal from my chaps. They've spotted something.
Come on.
This way, Steve. Down to the beach.
Here, Sab. Here.
What is it, Coyote?
Over that way, Sab. That way past the dock. It was there a moment ago, Sab.
A ship?
The fog seemed to lift. Yes, Sab, it looked like a ship.
I don't see anything now. You sure?
Hold on, Steve. Listen. Do you hear anything? No. Just my imagination.
What you saw out there, Coyote, might have been just another bank of fog moving in. In this light, your eyes are bound to play crazy tricks.
Possible, Sab.
Oh, well, it was just a false alarm. Had your coffee yet, Coyote?
No, Sab.
There's a good lad, then. 3 coffees. I'll take over here.
Yes, Sab. Right away, Sab.
Can't blame the chap for seeing things, staring out into that blasted fog for hours at a time.
Sure.
Well, might as well make ourselves comfortable, Steve. Sit down. We've got the night ahead of us. What time is it, Steve?
A little after 5 in the a.m.
Shouldn't have let me sleep so long. By George, the fog's lifted.
Yeah, sun's breaking through. Nice view of the bay from here, only there's one thing wrong with it. No ghost ship.
Well, looks like my idea was all wrong.
Maybe not. Maybe the ghost did show up last night, only something frightened her off.
There's also the possibility the skipper of the Ghost heard we'd located the storehouse. I don't see how, though, if there was kept quiet. Oh, well, I don't suppose there's much point in staying round here. She won't show up in broad daylight.
Let's stick around for a while anyway, in case the fog sweeps in again. After 2 pots of coffee and a half pack of cigarettes, the sun is high overhead and the fog is completely gone. There's no sign of the ship. Just to play it safe, Jeffries leaves his men on the scene and the 2 of us head back to Sandakan. We spend the rest of the day nosing around the waterfront. We pick up a lot of talk about the ghost, nothing more. Early that evening, before heading up the coast again, we decide to stop in at the local hospital to have a chat with the fisherman who survived the shell fire from the ghost ship.
To Beck's room's down this way, Steve. Doctor said he'd be... Oh, just a minute.
What's the matter?
Chap coming this way. I was afraid he'd be here. Leon Maras owns a fishing fleet. It was his ship the ghost got night before last.
Jeffries, I have been waiting for you.
I thought so. Look, I'm sorry about what happened.
Of course. That's what you said the last time and the time before. And the time before that. How long can this go on, I ask you?
We're doing all we can, Mr. Morris. This is Steve Mitchell, a special agent. He's joined the investigation.
How do you do, Mr. Mitchell?
Hi.
Perhaps we can get to the bottom of this soon, eh, before I'm run out of business? So far, 4 of my ships I have lost, rammed, shot out of the water by this ghost.
I understand how you feel, Mr. Maras.
My men have become frightened. Soon they will refuse to man my ships, and then where will I be?
Have you talked with Dubeck yet?
No, they would not let me in to see him. They said he was not well enough to talk.
Oh, we can go in now. The doctor said it was all right.
Oh, that's good.
Here we are. You 2 go on in. I want to check with headquarters.
Dubeck.
Oh, Mr. Maras. It is good of you to come to see me.
This is Mr. Mitchell, a special agent. He will probably wanted to ask you questions.
Hello, Dubeck.
Mr. Mitchell, I will, of course, tell you all I know. What I can remember.
Fine. The shelling took place just off Barku Island, right?
Yes. There was a heavy fog. I was alone on deck when suddenly there was the explosion as the shell hit us. I was thrown into the water. I looked back, saw our boat was on fire, and then I saw something else.
The ghost ship?
It looked so big, a monster coming out of the fog at me. Then it slipped past silently, disappeared into the fog again.
You got a good look at the ship then, close up?
Close up, Mr. Mitchell. Yes, too close. A big ship, as I said. All gray color, and...
Go on, Dubek.
There was something about the ship. Something that at a single glance seemed familiar. That I had seen it somewhere before. It is hard to explain. Perhaps I will be able to remember what it was when I can think more clearly.
You've had a rough time.
Mr. Maros.
Yes, my friend.
They say I will be here in the hospital for some time, unable to work. And there is my wife, Mr. Maros.
Your wife, of course, Dubek.
We do not have much money. She will worry.
I understand. You must let me take care of it. I will take care of everything, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Steve.
What is it, Jeffries?
Just got word from the Coast Patrol. Our ghost has tangled with another fishing boat.
Don't tell me it was one of my boats again.
No, this fisher belonged to the Carver Company. The ghost tried to ram her down an hour ago off the Ballaback Strait, but she missed. The fisher managed to trail her, just radioed in her position.
Good. Where is the ghost?
She's gone up into the Tanaya River, and there's only one way out. We've got the ghost bottled up this time, but good.
And now back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
Well, at last it looks like we're getting somewhere. The report from the Carver Company fishing boat that she had just sighted the Phantom ship is our hottest lead to date. Jeffries, Maros, and I race to the waterfront and pile aboard one of several patrol boats lined up for the operation. We shove off, and an hour later, we're nearing the spot.
No sign of fog tonight, Steve. That ghost ship won't be able to lose herself so easily.
I hope not, Jeffries.
Is not that the mouth of the Tanaya River just ahead?
That's right, Maros.
That's where this Carver Company fishing boat reported the ship was headed, huh?
Yes. See, there's the fishing boat on our starboard over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blinking at us.
Ship.
Still up.
River. Good.
You say there's no other way out, Jeffries?
Not that I know of, old boy. All right, Captain. Into the river. It's only a question of time now, Steve. Shouldn't be much farther now, Steve.
Say, this river's longer than I thought.
Yes. But around the next bend, it narrows suddenly.
That's right, Maros. That's the farthest a big ship could get.
Well, in that case, she's got to be right around the bend.
Our gun crews are ready for her.
I approach this moment with great pleasure. Blow my fishing boats out of the water, will she? Now she will get a taste of it herself.
Wonder why she headed up this river.
Possibly a hidden supply dump around here.
It could be. She wouldn't have done it if she'd known that fishing boat was tailing her.
Steady now. We're rounding the bend. Steady. Now, searchlights on.
That's it. Sweep them back and forth. Now to starboard. Hey!
Steve, it's impossible. The
There's no ship at all.
There certainly isn't. Well, this is just great.
But it's got to be here. There's no place for it to go.
Are you sure about that, Jeffries?
Reasonably sure.
Well, there's no ship here. That's a cinch. Come on. Let's move in closer. We search along both banks of the river, but can't find any concealed channels. Finally, we head back to the mouth of the river. The other patrol boats have been covering the coast on each side, but can report nothing. So, back to Sandakan we steam. We're a sad-looking outfit when we get off the patrol boat.
Well, another lead up in smoke, Steve.
Yeah.
There's a place not far from here where we can get some coffee.
Okay.
Join us, Morris?
No. I will say good night. Jeffries, from now on until you catch that ship, I insist upon adequate protection for my fishing boats.
We'll do the best we can, Morris.
Your best is apparently not good enough. My charter guarantees me safer fishing. I insist upon adequate protection. Good night.
Oh, what a headache, Steve. It isn't enough this phantom ship supplying the guerrillas. They also have to put our fishing fleets out of existence.
Well, they probably reckon that's one sure way of staying on the loose if they blow every boat out of the water that spots them.
Quite. Well, what now, Steve?
I wonder how Dubek's doing.
The survivor from the sunken fishing boat?
When we were there earlier, he told us there was something familiar about the Phantom. Something he might be able to put his finger on when he got some of his strength back.
That's right. Come on, let's drop in on him. Let's see, that's his room at the end.
I hope he's been able to remember a little more. See, from Dubek's room. Locked. Now get back. Dubek, stabbed to death.
The window. Open.
Come on. We dive out the window and cover the hospital grounds, but there's no sign of the killer. He must have moved real fast. Finally, we give up and drive to Moros's house and break the news to him.
Dubek? Dead? Now I am ruined. What do you mean?
How do you expect me to keep even one crew together when this leaks out, let alone an entire fleet?
I know. Well, come on, Jeffries.
Right.
Oh, Moros.
Yes?
Didn't Dubek mention having a wife?
Mrs. Dubek. Dubek, of course. Yeah, she lives in the village of Lemana. She has not heard of the news.
Well, not that I know of.
Mr. Mitchell, I don't suppose you... but no. It is my duty to tell her.
I think so, Moros.
I'll drive up there right away. Why didn't I stay in the Mediterranean? I had it so nice there.
See you later.
I doubt there's much more we can do tonight, Steve.
I guess not.
I'll drive you by your hotel.
Oh, fine.
You seem preoccupied.
Just thinking about something Moros said.
Oh?
About being put out of business by all this.
What about it?
Maybe that's the point.
I don't follow you.
The Phantom ship steams up a river. There's only one way out. But we searched the river. No Phantom ship.
So?
So there's one possibility we haven't examined yet. Namely, maybe the ship never steamed up that river.
But the fishing boat reporter...
Exactly. That fishing boat is owned by the Carver Company.
You think they deliberately sent in a false report?
It could be. Maybe they wanted to draw us away from that storehouse we were watching up the coast so they could get a load of supplies from there.
The Carver Company.
Look, there are two fishing fleets, Mar-Ross's and the Carver Company.
Uh-huh.
Mar-Ross has lost about 4 boats. How many has the Carver Company lost?
Why, none that I know of. Matter of fact, I think they've acquired 2 additional ones recently.
I see.
Steve, you may have hit it right on the head. If the Carver Company is behind this business, they could be trying to kill 2 birds with one stone.
Sure. Smuggle contraband to the guerrillas and put a rival fishing company, Mar-Ross's outfit, out of business. They have any freighters?
I don't know. But I'm certain Morris could tell us.
Let's go back and ask him. We turn back. Then as we get near Mar-Ross's place, we see his car pull away.
Probably on his way to break the news to Mrs. Dubeck.
Yeah, let's pull up on him.
Wait a minute. He's not taking the road to the village where she lives.
No? Well, in that case, maybe we better just tag along real quiet-like and see which road he is taking.
Right.
We douse the lights and follow Mar-Ross's car. An hour later, he turns off the main road and heads toward the coast. He parks and takes off into the jungle on foot. We tail him. Pretty soon, we spot what looks like a deserted ammunition dump. It's almost grown over with vines. Mar-Ross disappears inside, and we ease up to it.
There's a light inside.
Yeah. We can see through this crack in the wall.
Kerosene lantern.
Brother, pretty close to that ammunition. A radio operator and Mar-Ross.
Send out a message to the boats. Tell them to be here before dawn. We can radio the patrol boats from the car and have them here in time to run out the whole fleet.
Come on.
You're not leaving.
What? Guard.
Keep your hands in sight. Inside. Move.
Well, Mitchell. Jeffries.
Hello, Mar-Ross. Your stooge here invited us in with his gun. So you're the big boy behind all this. Pretty neat. There is no phantom ship. There never was. You made up the whole deal to cover the fact you've been using your fishing boats to run the supplies to the guerrillas.
That's right, Mitchell.
The one thing I don't get, why'd you sink your own boats?
I had the first one scuttled because a patrol boat came close and, I was afraid the cargo would be discovered. 2 others weren't sunk at all. I just repainted them and put them with my other company.
So you own the Carver Company too, huh?
Yes. And the boat Dubeck was on. I planted the time bomb because he wanted the more money. He tried to blackmail me at the hospital.
So you closed his mouth with a knife. Well, I guess that's all the answer.
Stay away from the knife. It's kerosene. He's a flat top. Fire! Fire the ammunition! I'm getting out of here!
Take the radio man, Jeffries. I've got more off.
Right. Get back, Mitchell. Get back.
Jeffries, come on. Let's drag them out before the whole joint goes up in smoke.
Flames! Almost to the ammo!
Head for that ditch over there. Right. Hurry!
Yes, Sergeant.
This will be any second. Dive into the ditch.
You all right, Steve?
Yeah. Another second and we wouldn't have been.
Mar-Ross is coming out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
You missed the show, Mar-Ross.
Oh, the storehouse.
Yeah. Looks like you just went out of business. With a bang.
Baghdad, Martinique, Singapore, and all the places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand. There you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment. Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though. Trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to prove you can sometimes hook the biggest fish of all right in the middle of a freight train. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me.
Steve, ever been on the road to Mandalay?
Many times. Vocally, that is. Used to be the theme song of our Jolly Fellows Clam Digging and Marching Society.
Well, this time you're actually going to travel that road, Steve. On your way to meet an American newspaper man named Forrester.
What's it all about, Commissioner?
Lately, we've been concerned over the leak of strategic materials and equipment from this country. Materials originally intended for Indochina, Malaya.
You mean some of that equipment isn't getting there, huh?
Right. It's winding up in Burma, then being shipped on through the back door of China.
So how does this newspaper man fit into the picture?
Chris Forrester knows the Orient. He's been there for years, has many contacts. He got in touch with us last night, said he had certain information which might help us plug up that leak of supplies.
Okay, Commissioner.
Get over there, Steve. Talk with Forrester. Get to the organization behind all this and smash it. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
Sure, I've got my assignment. Hit the road to Mandalay. Check with a foreign correspondent there named Chris Forrester, and hope the information he has will help us plug up the leak of strategic materials and equipment. It's late Friday evening when my plane settles down in Rangoon. I check in at the Strand Hotel, but Forrester hasn't arrived. Seems the train from Mandalay is overdue. I head for the depot, and that's when I spot the gent in the white suit tailing me. The same gent who was standing near the hotel desk when I asked about Forrester. I try a fast maneuver to shake him, clever ruse number 37B, and it works. I wind up on the main street again and hail an approaching cab. Then, as I open the door, I realize clever ruse number 37B isn't so clever. The gent in the white suit is sitting in the back seat of the cab, and somehow I feel it wouldn't be smart to turn down its invitation.
Do get in, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. Pretty fast on your feet, aren't you?
I think so. All right, driver. Now, I'd like to have a little talk with you, Mitchell.
Friendly talk?
But of course.
I might believe it if you took that hand out of your coat pocket.
May I ask what you want with Chris Forrester?
You may. Only I don't think you're going to get an answer.
In that case, your identification papers, please. Come, Mr. Mitchell.
Here you are.
Thank you. Oh, I see. My apologies, Mr. Mitchell.
What's this all about?
Well, perhaps you'd best look at my credentials. There you are.
Ben Grayson, Chief Investigator, Southeast India Insurance Company, Melbourne.
You see, Mr. Mitchell, my company is interested in Forrester, too, in the work he's doing. We wouldn't want anything to happen to him. We're counting on him for some very valuable information.
Oh?
And we're willing to pay for it. As a matter of fact, I have a check in my pocket for him. £2,000, a small bonus.
And this information is in regard to?
The hijacking of freight insured by our company. We handle a good many firms in this area, Mr. Mitchell, and the company's been taking an awful beating in the past 6 months. The bosses have been on my neck, wanting me to do something about the situation.
Job hanging by a thread?
No, not exactly, but it does make a chap look bad, doesn't it? Oh, I've had some luck. Picked up a few operators, small fry, bush league pirates and the like. Forrester seems to be on the right trail, though. He's after the big wheel, the power behind a gigantic organization operating in this area.
That's why I'm here, Grayson.
Well, as they say, glad to have you aboard.
10 minutes later, we pull up at the railway station. While Grayson goes off to inquire about Forrester's train, I take a quick stroll around the depot. Seems to be an awful lot of activity about for this time of night. A lot of people milling around, workmen mostly, and 2 platoons of government troops are headed along the loading platform. I watch as they pile aboard the waiting train.
Steve? Steve!
Yeah, what is it, Grayson?
Trouble. Plenty of it. The night train from Mandalay, the one Forrester was on.
What about it?
Guerrillas attacked it 30 miles out of Centeo, derailed it.
What?
Robbed the passengers, left 3 of them dead.
Oh, great.
The report didn't say who they were. Do you think one of them might be Forrester?
Well, let's find out. This, I take it, is the relief train?
Yes, leaving in a few minutes.
Okay, let's latch on. Grayson and I are aboard as the relief train pulls out of the depot, picks up speed, rolls northward toward Mandalay. Hours later, we watch the dawn come up, not across any bay, and not like thunder, but quietly hot, sticky. Then, finally, we arrive at the scene of the wreck. The locomotive, looking like a wounded bull elephant, lies sprawled across the tracks. Behind it, 2 passenger cars form a neat pagoda. First, we check the casualties. 2 of them are natives, the 3rd is the engineer. Grayson and I split up, start checking the passengers lined up on both sides of the track. No sign of Forrester. No one seems to remember him. That is, until I reach a short, heavy-set gent sporting an expensive, though badly wrinkled, tan gabardine suit.
American chap, you say? Tall, graying about the temples. Oh, yes. It seems to me, his name was,
Forrester.
Oh, yes. We were in the same car. Spoke with him briefly.
Do you know where he is?
No. Should be about somewhere close by.
When did you see him last?
Oh, some time ago, before the attack, that is. Got into a small conversation with him regarding bicycles. I represent the Birmingham Thunderbolt. Excellent wheels, sir. Stout little machine and all that.
I'm sure. Thanks for the...
Oh, 1 moment, sir. Oh, Tara, would you pop over a moment, please? She might be able to help you, sir. Lovely girl, lovely. From Singapore. Don't know what she does, but whatever it is, she must do it well.
Yes. What is it, Mr. Perryman?
Oh, my dear, gentlemen, I didn't get the name, sir.
Steve Mitchell.
Tara, Mr. Mitchell. My name is Perryman, Andrew.
How do you do, Mr. Mitchell?
Hi.
He's looking for a chap, friend of his, Forrester.
Oh, yes, the newspaper writer. A most charming gentleman.
Quite. The point is, have you seen him?
Why, no, I haven't.
You a friend of his, too?
We met on the train.
He did off rather well, eh, Maria?
Merely a pleasant conversation.
You were with him when the guerrillas attacked the train?
Yes. We heard shots, and then the train stopped suddenly. There was great confusion.
And Forrester, what happened to him?
I do not know. In all the excitement, he just vanished.
He could have got off the train, you think?
Yes. I thought of doing the same. Started to, but the rebels suddenly appeared and forced us to remain in the car.
Ghastly lot they were. I know a smattering of the current dialect. Managed to catch part of their conversation. I got the impression they were looking for someone in our car.
Yeah. Could be, Mr. Perriman. Could be. Thanks.
Steve? Oh, Steve.
Oh, Grayson. Been looking for you.
I haven't had a bit of luck. How about you?
I haven't found Forrester, but I think I'm onto something.
Oh?
I've been talking with a couple of passengers who were in Forrester's car. I've got an idea he skipped out.
What?
Yeah. I think he knew it was something more than just a raid to grab supplies, that the guerrillas were after him, too.
So assuming Forrester ducked off this train...
He's probably out there somewhere, hiding in the jungle. Or if there's a village nearby, he might be headed for it. Let's find out. We do some fast checking. We find out that there is a village not too far away. We also find a native who will lead me through the jungle to it. Grayson stays on at the scene of the train wreck in the event that Forrester doubles back. I follow my native guide into the jungle. We don't get very far before we run into someone else on the trail.
Good morning.
Morning. You, lost?
Lost? Oh, but no. I was just out for a stroll. I understand it will be some time before the train is ready to take us on to Rangoon.
That's right. You were one of the passengers?
Yeah. My name is Herstal. August Herstal. I have a plantation near Mandalay. And you, mynheer?
Oh, just a tourist. Name's Mitchell.
I see. And you, too, wish to stretch your legs, huh? The train ride is a tiring one, is it not?
Yeah.
I was about to return to the train. Shall we go back together?
Oh, no, my friend and I will push on a little further.
A word of caution, gentlemen. Do not venture too far. The jungle is treacherous.
Thanks for the advice, Herstal. We'll be careful. The slight bow from the waist, Herstal turns, walks down the trail, and disappears from view. The guide and I push on, and the jungle gets thicker, the going rougher. Finally, I call a halt.
Why you want to stop? The village is only...
Just pipe down for a minute, Buster, and listen.
A bird of the jungle.
Anything else?
I do not hear it now. But before, I think there's somebody else on the trail.
Yeah, somewhere behind us, following us.
You stay here. I will go back and see.
No, you keep going along the trail and make some noise about it. I'll wait here.
Okay, you boss.
I ease off the trail and wait. I can hear the guide moving up ahead in the jungle. Then it's quiet. 5 minutes go by. 10. Nothing happens. I slip out of my hiding place, take off after the guide. I find him about 200 yards down the trail. He's dangling from the branch of a tree with a noose of vines around his neck. And he's dead. I cut the guide's body down from the noose of vines and bend over him. I bend just in time. Slug whistles over my back. I dive into the brush and hug the ground. There's no sign of the sniper anywhere. That's just the way I want to keep it. I circle on all fours toward the trail, finally reach it, take off in the direction the guide has told me the village is. Half an hour later, I reach the river. I start along the bank. Then I spot somebody kneeling by the edge. I ease up quickly. Sorry to startle you. I wasn't sure who it was. Doing the weekly washing?
Yes.
Look, Miss...
I am Anine.
Well, maybe you can help me, Anine. Have you seen a tall American around here lately? His name is Forrester.
No. There has been no American. But some guerrillas passed by here.
Guerrillas? How long ago?
Only a short while.
Probably beating the brush for Forrester. Well, this is just great. I've got guerrillas ahead of me and guerrillas behind me. Unless the sniper was one of the passengers from the train.
What?
Oh, skip it. Which way's the village from here?
That way.
Okay, I'll...
What is it?
Nothing. Thanks for the information. I walk out of her sight, and then I stop. Anina's given me more information than she realizes. In her pile of washing, I spot the cuff of a man's white shirt, and it doesn't look like the native type. I wait. Pretty soon, she comes along the trail, looking back to see if she's followed. I keep in the brush to one side of the trail and stay with her. She leads me to a hut, half hidden in the underbrush, and disappears inside. I wait a while. Then I pop in after her. A tall blonde guy stretched out on the mat sits up fast. Hey!
He is the one I was telling you about.
Relax, Forrester. Who are you? Steve Mitchell, the guy who was supposed to meet you. Here's my credentials, Forrester.
Oh, brother, am I glad to see you. How'd you find me?
Spotted your shirt in the girl's washing.
She was trying to get the blood out of it.
Shoulder wound, huh?
Yeah, but not bad.
From the guerrillas?
Mm-hmm. When they jumped the train. I had a hunch they were after me as well as the supplies on the train, so when they raided it, I took off fast. That's when I collected the slug. They followed me, but the girl here hid me and patched me up. I guess she thought you were after me, too.
I did not know who you were.
Forrester, those people who got friendly with you on the train.
Perryman?
And the girl Tarver. Either one of them could have been planted there to put the finger on you for the guerrillas.
Yeah. That thought occurred to me, too, when I was on the run.
Or it might have been Hurstdahl.
Who?
I ran into him in the jungle near the train. Said he was one of the passengers out for a walk. Remember meeting him on the train?
No.
Well, one thing's sure, we've got to get you out of here and back to the train fast.
In the village, one of the men have a small boat. I will go and talk to him. I am certain he will help.
We head downriver away and then double over to the train, huh?
Yes. The guerrillas do not bother with native boatmen, and you can both hide in the bottom under some covers. You remember the place at the river where I was washing clothes, Mr. Mitchell? Wait for me there.
Here's the spot Arneen wants us to wait, Forrester.
Good. It didn't come any too soon.
Look, just in case we get separated, you better give me what information you have on this hijacking racket.
Right. The head man's a guy the natives call Loci, but he's a white man.
Huh?
He's the string that holds it all together. Without him, it'd collapse.
You know who this Loci is?
3 nights ago, I got a quick glimpse of him in Mandalay at a payoff. They spotted me, and I had to get away fast. But I'd recognize him if I ever saw him again.
No wonder he's trying his best to have you knocked off. How does the racket work?
Well, the hijacked supplies and munitions are recrated and reshipped to dummy addressees on the coast of Burma. Non-existent planters, exporters, etc.
I see. And then what?
It's hauled across Burma to Mandalay and then flown by chartered plane into China. He has no trouble with the local rebels because he pays them off and they leave his shipments alone.
Sounds like that'd take a lot of dough.
Loci doesn't use money. He pays them off in foodstuffs. That causes a food shortage in the big cities, so then he runs a black market.
Brother, he works all the angles, doesn't he?
Sure. For instance, 2 weeks ago, when the rebels blew up the water pipes that supply Rangoon, Loci's boys moved in fast and did a big business selling water at so many annos a bucket.
This is one smart fellow we're talking about. Well, at least when we get back to the relief train, you can trade your information for 2,000 pounds. That insurance investigator.
Grayson? Yeah, I talked to him a couple of times last week in Mandalay. I guess he's on a spot with his company until his thing's cleared up. Well, I can sure use the dough.
Hold it. On the river, just coming around the bend.
Small boat. That's Arneen in it, wearing men's clothes.
Yes, so it is. I wonder what happened to the boatman.
This is as close as I can come to the bank.
Okay. Let's go. Where's the boatman, Arneen?
He was sick, so he told me to take the boat.
I see. Here, Forrester, I'll give you a hand aboard.
Thanks.
Okay.
You had better get under the tarpaulin near the bow.
Right.
Stay under cover. There are many guerrillas in the area.
Right. There, that ought to hide us. We can see out of this torn place. Forrester.
Yeah?
She sure seems cooperative.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little too much so.
If the price on your head is as high as I think it is, she may be trying to collect it herself.
Mm-hmm. Maybe by taking us to the local guerrilla chief, Tuan Cole.
Just the same, we'd better play along for the time being. This boat's our best chance of getting out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, get down. Boat over there near the other side of the bank. 3 natives in it.
Guerrillas.
Nam! Nam Lebu! Tuanko! Nam! Nam Lebu!
Great.
You understand any of it?
Enough to tell me who our friend Arneen is.
Huh?
I told you the local guerrilla chief was Tuanko. She's his sister.
What? Look, that other boat's out of sight. Let's get out of here before...
Steve, up ahead. That native bridge across the river.
3 guys perched up there with Tommy guns. And those boats on the bank. I think we're being taken to guerrilla headquarters. Yeah. Looks like we've drifted right into a nice little trap. I start to crawl out from under the tarp so I can grab the helm, And just as I stick my head out, something very hard hits me over the ear. And I fall.
You okay, Steve?
What? Oh, Forrester. Where are we?
Safely downstream, almost to the place where we get off.
What? Hey, what happened? The last I remember...
You got hit on the head. Arlene, you better fill him in.
I saw you start to crawl out from under the tarpaulin, Mr. Mitchell. I was afraid you would do something rash, so I hit you with this wrench to prevent them from seeing you.
You sure pack a mean wallop. Then you weren't going to turn us into the guerrillas.
Oh, no. It is true my brother is their leader, but it is also true I am opposed to what he is doing. I, too, wish freedom for my country, but not his way, and not when it means kidnapping and murder. I remember the war. There was so much bloodshed then.
You've got a good memory, Arlene. A lot better than most these days. Thanks. A couple of minutes later, she pulls the boat over to the bank and lets us out. We head through the brush in the direction of the train and Grayson.
It can't be far, Steve.
Pretty soon we spot it. They've hooked the passenger cars on behind the relief train. Then I see Perriman, Tava, and Hurstall climb aboard one of the cars. We stay out of their sight. Any one of them could be the one who put the finger on Forrester.
Starting up.
We try to hurry, but Forrester's wound slows him down. I put him across my shoulders in a fireman's carry and take off after the train. And then I spot Grayson on a flat car on which a crane is mounted.
Hurry, Mitchell!
I come up beside the flat car, roll Forrester onto it, and I am aboard.
Good show, old boy.
Oh, for a minute, Grayson, I thought we were... Hey, why the gun?
Mitchell, don't you know who this is?
Sure, it's Grayson.
This is Lokai, boss of the hijacking racket.
What? Quite right. Look, Forrester, you told me you talked to Grayson a couple of times last week. How come you didn't recognize him as Lokai then?
I talked to him on the phone.
Oh, great.
Great is right. I'm quite indebted to you, Mitchell, for dropping Forrester right into my lap. Now I can get both of you out of my hair at the same time.
My eyes flick up at the crane hanging overhead, then at the cable which leads down to the big hook resting on a box behind me. If I can get hold of it, it's our only chance. But Grayson is raising his gun, aiming right at me. Can't move quickly enough to do anything. But Forrester has been watching me, guessing what's in my mind. He moves slowly along the floor, reaches out suddenly, and grabs Grayson's leg. It isn't enough to topple the man, but it gives me that split second I need. I grab the hook, yank, and then jump aside as it swings past, catching Grayson. Thanks, pal.
Brother, he's out like a light.
Put out of business in more ways than one.
Quite an act he was putting on, the hard-working insurance investigator.
Yeah, it was quite an act, until it got broken up. Or rather, until he got the hook.
Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell. Be with us again next week, same time, when Steve Mitchell will embark on another dangerous assignment.
Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though. Trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize this assignment's going to prove that sometimes a guy who tries to take somebody for a ride ends up getting taken. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
The Blue Lion has sent us another guest, Steve.
The Blue Lion?
Pub in London.
Acting on a tip, we arrested a man on his arrival here last night. His passport and other identification were forged. He's the fifth illegal entry we've picked up in a month.
So how does the Blue Lion fit into the picture?
And that's where these people picked up their phony passports. They don't know or won't tell us any more than that.
I guess that calls for a visit to the Blue Lion, huh?
Mm-hmm. Scotland Yard's given the place a clean bill of health, Steve. The owners are well-known, respectable, and I doubt that the man behind this racket is still using the place as a rendezvous since so many of his clients have been arrested.
Any other leads, Commissioner?
A very slim one, Steve. Our forger is a master penman, very clever, been in the business for years. We don't know who he is, but his work is, shall we say, distinctive. The trained eye of an expert can spot his artwork immediately.
This is a lead?
Several days ago, a crew of workmen found a small package behind some loose bricks in the basement of a house on St. Margaret's Mews in London. The package, wrapped in newspaper, contained half a dozen forged passports.
Identified as our friend's work?
Right.
I see. So if I can find out who put that package there, I might find our master penman.
Exactly.
And the date on that newspaper, Commissioner?
Brace yourself, Steve. April 29th, 1945.
1940. You mean that package was hidden away all that time?
Right. I know it's a long shot and a cold trail, but we've nothing else to go on. Get over there, Steve. Check with Inspector Jellicoe of Scotland Yard. Find out what you can about that house in St. Margaret's Mews. Pick up the trail and nail the man who's running this passport racket. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
Assignment. Get over to London and track down a master penman who's running a flourishing racket in phony passports. And all I have to start with is a package wrapped in an old newspaper. A package that was found hidden away in the basement of an old house. It's late Thursday afternoon when my plane lands. I head for Scotland Yard, the office of Inspector Jellicoe.
Here's a brief history of the house, Mr. Mitchell. A list of occupants and owners past and present.
Look, Inspector, about the newspaper, the wrapping on the package that was found in the basement.
Yes, I have it just in here, Mr. Mitchell.
Huh? Thank you. Is there any possibility the package might have been hidden away in the house during, say, the past year?
Hardly. You see, Mr. Mitchell, the house in St. Margaret's Mews was severely damaged during the war years. A good deal of repair work was done in the basement in the latter part of 1945. New walls, reinforcements, and so on.
I see. And the package was found behind the new construction work.
That's right.
Exactly when did this repair job begin, do you know?
Let me see now. Yes, here we are. The work was begun in August of 1945.
And this newspaper is dated April 45. Well, that narrows it down to roughly 3 months when it could have been put there. I wonder why the package wasn't removed during that time, why he didn't come back for it.
Well, it's hard to say.
Who owned the house then, Inspector?
No, it's in the report here. Let me see. Ah, yes. Ian Mackay, second cousin of Sir John Stoker.
Lived there alone?
He was with the Royal Air Force at the time, living at the house with his wife Emily, 2 youngsters, Ronald and Valerie.
Any servants?
Yes, 3. An elderly couple named Denny, a maid named Clara Fitzsimmons.
Where are they now, do you know?
Well, Ian Mackay was killed in a plane crash in 1946. His wife remarried 3 years later and is now living in Canada. The children are with her. The Dennys are both dead. And as for the maid Clara, well, we haven't been able to track her down yet.
Who could have had access to that basement other than the people living in the house?
Anyone in the whole of London, Mr. Mitchell.
What?
Yes. You see, it was used for a time as an air raid shelter.
Oh, great. Well, let's get back to the item you were wondering about, Inspector. Why was the package stashed away there in the first place? Any ideas?
Well, let's examine this possibility. The person carrying the package believes he's being followed.
The police, and he doesn't want to get caught with the evidence on him.
Yes. So he slips into the air raid shelter. It's deserted. He finds a place to hide the package, slips out again.
This piece of newspaper seems to back up that line of thinking, Inspector.
You've noticed that, have you?
Sure. Here we have a single sheet torn from the rest of the newspaper, and what is it? Part of the want ad section. Up at the top of the page is the tail end of the column Rooms to Let.
Indicating that our friend, aware he was being followed, was seeking a change of address. You'll notice the last 6 listings in that column have London addresses, and there are some pencil marks beside them.
Be too much to expect to find him still living in one of these rooming houses after all these years. But it might give me a lead.
That's right.
I'll take a crack at it, Inspector. You have any plans?
I thought I'd drop round to the Blue Lion Inn, check with the man I have there, and then go on trying to track down that maid of the Mackays, Clara Fitzsimmons.
Good idea. See you later, Inspector. The odds on our long shot are growing. The chances I'll find the gent I'm after look slimmer by the minute, so I start out with my list of addresses. The first one is a bust. The same goes for the next address and the next. Things must have been tough in April. 4 down and 2 to go. Now it starts to rain. I rush on to the next place, 61 New Romney Road. The landlady, a rather large one, greets me at the door. There's a pleasant air about her. And that air includes a faint trace of gin. She invites me to the parlor, and I settle down into a heavy, overstuffed chair.
1945, you say? Well, now, dearie, that's going to take a bit of thinking, I'm afraid.
You don't keep a record of your boarders, Mrs. Farman?
Never bothered to. Might I offer you a little nip of something? I always have a small glass before supper. Helps the appetite, you know.
Well, thanks, but I'll skip this round if you don't mind.
It also takes the chill out of one's bones. Oh, it's nasty weather out, isn't it, dearie?
Yes, so it is. Now, about this advertisement, Mrs. Farman, that appeared in the paper on April 29th, 1945.
Well, I don't seem to recall it at the moment, but if you say so.
Here's a copy of the paper.
Oh, yes. So I see. So I see. 1945. Oh, we'd had it proper, if you know what I mean. 45 was a nasty year. It was dreadful. Them Nazi bombers overhead day and night.
I'm trying to locate a man who might have answered this ad, Mrs. Farlan.
But that was several years ago, dear.
Oh, I know. It's going back a long time, but there's something in the back page of this paper that might spark your memory. It's a continuation of a story regarding Mussolini.
Oh, him. What about him?
He was killed at Lake Como the day before, April 28th, 1945.
Was he really?
That's right. Help any?
Of course it does. I remember it clear as crystal, I do. Stella and a young man were supping with us. They just got married.
Stella?
One of me roomers. Been with me for 5 years, and half a mo now. It was Stella's room was advertised in the papers. Of course it was. It all comes back to me now. I rented the room the very next day.
And do you recall who took that room, Mrs. Farman?
Oh, I'll never forget it, dearie. Never. It was a gent named Pinto. Jaeger's Pinto. Oh, I'm a good judge of character and all that, dearie, but Mr. Pinto was my first mistake.
Oh, what happened?
The police came for that nasty little twerp the day after he'd moved in.
What?
That's right. With his fine manners and all, he turned out to be a common burglar. Smash and grab man, you know. He got 5 years, as I understand.
Thanks, Mrs. Farlan. That's all I wanted to know.
What was that name again, Mr. Mitchell?
Jaeger's Pinto, Inspector. He was picked up at 61 New Romney Road on May 1st, 1945. Smash and grab artist.
Served 5 years. That could explain why the package wasn't picked up from the basement. His present address is 924 Bexhill Place.
Hey, how'd you know that?
I've been checking up on your Mr. Pinto through quite another lead. You see, I've found Clara Fitzsimmons.
The maid who worked for the people who had the house on St. Margaret's Mews in 1945?
That's right. She's a barmaid now, and her married name is Mrs. Jaeger Pinto.
Oh, brother. Hey, wait a minute. Did you say barmaid?
I did.
And just where is she working?
Can't you guess?
Yeah. The same pub where those people we arrested picked up their phony passports. The Blue Lion Inn.
Right.
10 minutes later, Inspector Jellicoe picks me up in his car, and we roll out to 924 Bexhill Place, the present address of our long-lost friend, Jaeger's Pinto. Stops raining as we pull up in front. We go inside, and the landlord gives us the room number we want. Then, just as we start up the stairs... Hey! Someone's shooting! Come on! Right. Came from upstairs somewhere.
Back hall, it sounded like.
Yeah.
Look. They're on the floor.
Whoever handled that gun hit the bullseye.
I hope it isn't.
Turn him over. We'll take a look at it.
Yes.
Looks like we're going to have an audience.
Now, the other boarders, no doubt. Look, keep back, everyone. No need to come too close.
Yeah, now, what's all that blinking racket about? Lord me. He's been done in.
Who are you?
Cathcart's the name, sir. Sam Cathcart.
You one of the tenants here?
That I am. Blimey.
Will you please go downstairs, Mr. Cathcart? All of you, go downstairs and wait there. We'll be down to question you in a moment. Now go along.
Yes, sir. Blimey. Done in right under our noses.
Well, Inspector, you recognize him?
Yes, Mitchell. He matches the picture I have of him. It's Jaeger's Pinto, and he's been murdered.
And now back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
The inspector and I set up headquarters in the parlor and got ready to question the boarders. While we waited for the first one to be brought in, the inspector said,
What do you think about it, Mitchell? Was Pinto the man you wanted?
I don't reckon so, Inspector. I figure now that Pinto was not the passport forger. He was probably just his leg man.
I agree. The forger is also the killer, I'd say.
He killed Pinto to shut his mouth.
Yes. Well, let's hope we get something from the other boarders. Something that will... Come in. Oh, Cathcart, come in. Sit down.
Yes, sir. Blimey, this is awful, Inspector. The two of us was having a pint of beer up in his room not more than a few minutes before.
Pinto's room?
Yes. There was a knock on the door. Pinto went and opened it.
Who was it?
I didn't see. I was sitting on the other side of the room. I heard Pinto say, "Oh, it's you." And he stepped out into the hall and closed the door. Well, I sat there several minutes, then just as I was about to go and see what had happened to him, blimey, I heard the shot. I ran outside and down to the back hall and, well, there was you two gents bending over his body. Phew, didn't half get a shock, I didn't. Blimey.
The person who knocked on the door, Mr. Cathcart, did he say anything at all to Pinto?
Not a word as I could hear, sir.
Oh. Then you don't know whether it was a man or a woman?
That I don't.
Very well, Mr. Cathcart, that'll be all. Oh, please ask the constable to send to the next person.
Righto. Poor Pinto. Blimey.
Yes. Blimey. Well, he tells a straightforward story. Be interesting to know if it also happens to be a true one.
Right now, that looks like anybody's guess.
Come in.
You wish to see me, Inspector?
Yes. Your name, please?
Walter Michaels. I'm an insurance solicitor. I was calling on a client of mine whose room is on the third floor, Mr. Johns, but he didn't answer the door.
Johns? Let's see. The landlord informed me that Mr. Johns had left the house for the railway station half an hour or so before the killing on a business trip.
Say, what's the meaning of this? You've no right to protect me, you know.
Sounds like a bit of a row out in the hall.
I'll take a look. What seems to be the trouble?
Eh? Oh, this policeman will simply not allow me to go upstairs to my room. It's ridiculous.
Your name?
Johns, but I don't see what business it
Will you
is.
step in here a moment, please, Mr. Johns?
Well, all right. You needn't tug at my sleeve. I'm out of shape with the damp as it is. Now, come.
Sorry. This is Mr. Johns, Inspector.
How do you do?
What sort of foolishness is this, Inspector?
Oh, just routine questioning, Mr. Johns. If you'll just put your topcoat on that chair...
Look here, I'm in a most frightful hurry. Can't I make you understand that? I was almost to the railroad station when I realized that I'd forgotten some important papers, so I hurried back. Now your man tells me I can't even go up to my room to get them. Since when has it been...
You see, there's been a murder, Mr. Johns.
I said, since when has it been... A murder? Great Scott!
Mr. Johns, you haven't said hello to your insurance solicitor here.
My what?
Mr. Michaels here. He says you're a client of his. He called on you while you were out.
What are you talking about?
Aren't you a client of his?
You see, gentlemen,
Of course I'm not a client of his. I've never seen the man before in my life.
What's that?
Well. How now, Mr. Michaels?
Gentlemen, if I could speak to you in private.
By all means, Mr. Michaels. Oh, that'll be all for now, Mr. Johns. But I shall have to ask you to remain in the city and keep us posted as to your whereabouts for the time being.
What? But my trip...
Your trip will have to wait.
But it's a business trip. Now, see here, you have no right to...
That will be all, Mr. Johns.
I shall speak to your superiors.
Fine. I shall be glad to make an appointment for you.
Oh!
Sounds like my old college yell.
Quite. And now, Mr. Michaels.
Johns is right. We're not acquainted at all.
So we gather.
You see, I really came here to see Dora Mays. She has the room across the hall from John's.
Your girlfriend?
Yes. We had quite a row last night about my family. I had an appointment tonight to thrash the whole thing out, but she didn't show up.
So you came here to her room?
Yes, but she was out. That's where I was when I heard the scream.
Why didn't you tell us this at first, Mr. Michaels?
I was afraid it would get back to my family.
I see.
You chaps don't seem convinced, but that's my story. Take it or leave it.
Before we take it, Michaels, we'll check it. But Michael's girlfriend, Doris Mays, still isn't back, so for the time being, there's no way of checking up on his story. I'll leave Inspector Jellicoe at the rooming house to continue the questioning. I borrow a police car and head for Mrs. Pinto's flat to break the news to her about her husband's murder.
I always knew somehow he'd end up like this. I guess that's why I left him.
You were separated?
It's been a year now.
I see. Mrs. Pinto, as I understand it, you were a maid in the house on St. Margaret's Mews back in 1945.
That's right. That was where I first knew Pinto, before we were married.
Did he come to the house very often then?
He used to come to see me. Then one night he told me some wild story that he was some sort of government agent and was being chased by Nazi spies.
Brother, what a story.
I believed him. I was young and silly then. I let him hide down in the basement.
So that's when he ditched the package of phony passports.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Go on.
Next morning, he was gone. Later, I learned he'd been arrested and sent to jail. As soon as he was out, he looked me up. I just started as barmaid at the Blue Lion then. He promised to turn over a new leaf, so we got married.
But it didn't last very long, huh?
I found out he was still mixed up in something shady, so I left him. A year ago, as I said.
Did you see anything of him after that?
Oh, yes. He'd drop in every now and then at the Blue Lion.
But to see you?
That's what he said.
Well, maybe to carry on the business he was mixed up in. Well, what next?
Well, just a few days ago, the police were around making inquiries. I didn't say anything about Pinto, after all. He was still my husband.
You happen to know any of his friends?
No, I can't say I wanted to.
He ever mentioned the man or woman he worked for?
Well, there was a gent he always used to turn to when he needed a bob or two. Tracer was his name, I think.
Tracer?
The old Tracer will fix me up, he always used to say.
Hey, wait a minute. Tracer was probably a nickname, and it could sure fit a passport forger. That's probably the boy I'm after. Did you ever see him?
Not that I know. Pinto used to talk to him over the telephone mostly.
Did you ever answer the phone when he called?
Oh, yes.
You think you might recognize his voice?
I might.
Is there a phone here?
No, but there's a phone box down the street.
Come on. I want to call the inspector and have him line up all the suspects for you to listen to. Mrs. Pinto puts on a coat and we go outside. I step into the phone box and the little light goes on. Just as I start to dial a number, I spot a glint of metal across the street. I hit the floor fast. I dive outside, but there's no one in sight across the street. Nothing but the mouth of an alley and the sound of some distant running steps. I could never catch up to him now.
Mr. Mitchell?
You okay, Mrs. Pinto?
Yes, sir. I jumped into this doorway when it happened.
Okay, come on. Got a police car down the street and...
What is it?
Mrs. Pinto, you told me you hadn't been out of your flat all evening, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
Earlier this evening, while we were looking for Pinto, it started to rain.
Well, what about it?
It rained for just about half an hour. It stopped just as Inspector Jellicoe and I arrived at Pinto's rooming house.
I don't see what all this is
Your
got to do
coat
with...
sleeve is damp, Mrs. Pinto.
Why,
You didn't tell me the truth. You were out of your flat this evening during the time it rained.
But... Yes, I was.
Where'd you go?
I started for Pinto's rooming house to tell him the police were making inquiries about him. Halfway there, I changed my mind. I came back.
You sure you didn't go to the rooming house?
Quite sure.
Hey, hold everything. The damp sleeve.
What about it? I told you.
Yeah, you just told me the answer. I take Mrs. Pinto back to her flat and tell her to lock herself in. Then I go outside and slide behind the wheel of the borrowed police car, just in time to feel a gun barrel nudge me in the back of the neck. Well, well. That would be Mr. Johns, I presume.
Quite right, Mitchell. Keep looking straight ahead.
Okay. So you're the big cheese of the passport racket.
Start the car.
If you insist.
Straight down the street. I'll tell you where to turn.
You've been waiting for me here ever since you took that shot at me in front of Mrs. Pinto's, huh, Johns?
Yes, I doubled around the block.
And I walked right into a trap. Afraid Inspector Jellicoe won't have a very good opinion of me.
That won't trouble you for long. Turn here.
Gilbert Place. Where are we heading?
A quiet room where you're going to phone Mrs. Pinto and have her join us.
Get rid of both of us, huh?
Right. You may have seen me occasionally in the Blue Lion, and she's heard my voice over the phone. Can't afford to have her around. Left here.
Epping Square. This where the quiet room is?
Just keep driving. You'll find out presently. Mitchell, you knew it was me in the car as soon as you felt the gun barrel. How?
When you put on the act about storming back to the rooming house for some forgotten papers, I remembered the sleeve to your suit was damp. But you were carrying your top coat over your arm.
I see.
That meant you got caught in the rain without your coat when you went out the first time. Your plan was to make a departure, then sneak back and kill Pinto, which you did. You also picked up your top coat. That's what tipped your hand when you came back the second time. Only it took me until now to put the pieces together.
Rather neat. Now Wait. Wait, that's a police car ahead of us. Turn around, quickly.
Okay.
Now back the way we came to the first turn right, then. No, it's another police car.
What do you know?
Slow down, I'm getting out.
Sorry! You're not leaving, Johns.
Let go my wrist.
Let go of the gun. Drop it or your wrist goes with it.
No,
My, but you're hard to convince. Now just sit back and we'll wait for our friends, the police.
But how could they follow us? How did they know where we were?
Real simple, Johns. This is a police car, remember? When I reached down to start the car, I also flipped the radio switch. We've been on the air all this time.
The radio?
Yep. You sang plenty. And that's how you got the business. Matter of fact, you might call it,
A singing commercial, Dangerous Assignment, starring Lloyd Burrell as Steve Mitchell. Be with us again next week, same time, when Steve Mitchell will embark on another dangerous assignment.